Greetings everybody, Ocarina Games Online. Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Last time, we made it to the Forest Temple, and when we almost got there, not quite, we met up with Sheik once again. And in this episode... Oh yeah, and we also got the Minute Forest, so we can easily return here when we need to. And in this episode, we're going to be heading forward into more of the Forest Temple. Let's start with what's over here. Oh, friggin' Skulltula. Fortunately, Skulltulas are not a problem anymore, as our hookshot, unlike the boomerang, will kill the Skulltula. So Skulltulas, at least in the future, are not a problem, because, spoiler alert, we're going to be going back to the past later on. So, it's not going to be the end. It's not going to be the end of Past Link. It's not going to be the end of the boomerang or anything like that. Not the end of any of that, so no worries. I mean, we also have to get through this dungeon first, so, I mean, worry about that now, is kind of what I'm saying. Just do a terrible job of wording it. There are arrows painted on the floor. Thanks, Navi! Thanks for telling me something I could not figure out on my own. Anyways, as she says, yes, there are arrows painted on the floor, and that's saying to where we need to take this block. So let's go ahead and push that there. Because we can't really back ourselves into a corner. We gotta take the long route. And let's head on up here. See if there's anything up here really quick before we actually keep moving forward. There seems to be something over here. Right here. There's an ice switch here. But we can't use our slingshot. Remember that for later. Well, not that specific ice switch, but... just keep in the back of your head, there's an ice switch in the future, but we can't use our slingshot on it. Because that ice switch, in particular, is not going to serve much point. Another one we're going to see in a few minutes, though, is going to serve more of a point. But we're not going to be worried about that for now. What we're going to worry about, though, is pushing this block in the right place. Which is right here. And... while we're pushing this block, I have kind of a funny story to tell. So, I have this teacher at my school, and he apparently hates my guts and a friend of mine's guts. So, he will always get me in trouble for the dumbest of things. For example, what happened today was, we were in groups, and my group was kind of just talking about our project, essentially. And apparently, he called me over, but I didn't hear it, and nobody else in my group did. And because because I didn't hear him, he thought I was just ignoring him, and he felt disrespectful, and he called me outside and chewed me out. I am not joking. The cycle is never ending, and that's not even the first time it's happened. Maybe I'll tell some of the other stories later. But, I mean, I had to find something to talk about to fill in the gap of me pushing this block. Hey, funny stories about your teachers being complete asses to you. I mean, what's not to love about that? Anyways, that's the majority of the block pushing we need to do. So, over this way. Gotta go up here. And up here, right around this corner... there is yet another ice switch, but we can't do anything about that one. That ice switch, though, remember that. This corridor is all twisted. I repeat, thanks, Navi, for telling me something I clearly couldn't have figured out on my own. But one thing that is important, watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. I might be thinking to yourself, what does that mean? Well, if we run around here for a bit, something starts to fall from the ceiling. It is... this is a Wallmaster. Wallmasters, or this might actually be a Floor Master. There's two different incarnations, and I think that one might actually be a Floor Master. They will try to fall down on you. If they fall directly onto you, then they're going to take you back to the start of the dungeon. It sucks. Right here, though. There's a treasure chest here. Again, thanks, Navi, for telling me something I clearly couldn't figure out on my own. It's great. There doesn't seem to be much. Oh, great. Am I forgetting what I need to do? Oh no, I'm not. Okay, well, I kind of did. I kind of did, kind of didn't. I know what I have to do now, but I went the wrong way. Oh, great. Backtracking, my favorite. So we were actually supposed to come here with one more key than we did. However, since I'm very stupid, I did not do that. So that's going to be the next thing we're doing. Fortunately, I don't think I gotta push those blocks again, which, thank God for that. So one person can only take so much block pushing. But worst case scenario, I can just tell another weird story. Because I got a lot of them. Trust me. Alright, so one of these doors should be unlocked, and that's where we're going to want to go next. Right here. There's a time block here, and as we've learned when we went to get our hook shot, play the song of time to make it disappear. And they're going to use for more than just disappear. Basically, it goes somewhere else, and that function is going to be used later. However, right now, it's going to lead us outside. Now, if you have a future item, which you can get at this point in the game, I decided not to do it because I didn't want a sequence break. You can actually get down there right now. But we don't have that item, and we're going to have to take the long way. Which is weird, because usually when I play this game, since I like doing everything I can before entering this the next dungeon, don't ask me why, but I just really like doing that. Because of that, I don't have that item in, like, my normal playthroughs, so we're going to have to find a different route, which seems to be this way, which is filled with Skulltulas. One other nice thing about the hookshot, though, that I didn't point out, if I can kill that guy. Okay, fine. But if you have something like these vines, you can just hookshot halfway up. Uh-oh. Go, 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 go! Okay, good. So glad I didn't get hit by that Skulltula. Because that would have sucked. Speaking of things that suck, hi, Bubble. Get out of here. Alright then. Now that we've done that, can I... Oh, I opened it from the other side. No. You got the thing! We finally have the dungeon map. So, we can now see where we're going. And, as I usually like to do, let's see what we're dealing with. We have a 4-floor dungeon. We've explored a decent amount of the second floor, a decent amount of the first floor, none of the basement 1 floor, and none of the basement 2 floor, which looks like the 2 basement floors are just 1 room each. Okay. I can see where you're coming from. These things. These are hookshot targets. You can hookshot to them. Which, now we have lowered the water. So we can now see what's down there. I'll give you a hint. It's more water. Clearly. This is basically the sewer area, but it does form a nice shortcut for us. In addition to that, if we go all the way down here, there's 2 recovery hearts, which is nice since I did take some damage. And all the way down here, there is a treasure chest that I'm trying to open from the wrong side again. Yay! And there's the small key I was missing. So now we can head on back. But first I want to do a little bit of looking in the area. See if there's anything else we can do. And once I'm done looking, I'll probably just cut back to there, because really, I should have gotten this small key in the first place. But I forgot to get it because it's honestly been a while since I've 100% of this game, so I forgot I had to get that. Okay, cool. Well, there seems to be an island over there. When we get to it, though, that is the... Well, not if I do that. Thanks, game. Yep, we can get up here. It's a treasure chest, but does it contain anything worthwhile? A recovery heart. Fan-tastic. I hear a Skulltula somewhere. Maybe I'll reach. Oh no, never mind. There he is. Friggin' Octorok. There we go, Gold Skulltula. And I actually have a list of the Gold Skulltulas here, and we have 3 of the 5 in this dungeon. Because I actually remember to pull up a list, because for some reason I'm trying to be efficient. Well, maybe not 100% efficient. Okay. Now, I will see you back at that room that had the Wallmaster slash Floormaster slash whatever it's actually called. Alrighty, we're back here in the twisted hallway. And back here. That Wallmaster is probably coming back, isn't he? Yep. Okay, cool. Drop down. Get out of here. Alright. I could have just skipped him, but I did want to show, with no worries of being taken back, there's a treasure chest here. I think I actually showed that before, but a treasure chest on the wall, we gotta remember that for later, basically. But now we can head through here. And this is where a lot of stuff is actually going to be happening. Well, not a lot of stuff, but this is also a room I got stuck in for a while because I couldn't figure out what to do. I know what to do now, but right here, we have a mini-boss fight. I'd hardly call this a mini-boss. We have to fight 2 Stalfos. Now, be careful, because there's a giant pit in the center. That's going to take you back down to the first floor, where the other Stalfos were that we fought. Now we gotta fight 2, but now we don't have to worry about falling through the floor. And I am going to go get some health. Holy crap. I gotta be really, really freaking careful now. I'm taking a lot of damage. I was like, I can tank the hits. They do a lot more damage than you'd think they would. Maybe I should have used my shield. Here, that's a good idea. My shield doesn't even work? Okay, that's kind of aggravating. You'd think a shield would work. I mean, their shield works against my attacks. Alright, well, that's all the health I'm getting. I'm gonna have to do this a very convoluted way of... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I have to do a convoluted way of just sidestepping everywhere, but I guess that works too. Alright. Link's hands are phasing through the treasure chest. We got the thing. We have the fairy bow. So now, we have a way of doing a lot more range damage. It's definitely more range compared with the hook shot. But this is basically the upgraded version of the slingshot. So let's go ahead and re-optimize our stuff. Do that. Now, I don't remember which door we ended going through the first time, so I'm just going to go through one and hope that's the right one. Let's bring up our map. Yep, this is the one I wanted to go through. I hope. I think it is. Anyways, there's a puzzle here. What you gotta do... Mother of the Irish. Alright, what you gotta do... See the Poe on the wall? Shoot it. You gotta shoot all 3 pictures. Once you shoot the 3rd one, the Poe appears. We have Joelle, one of the Poe sisters. Aim for her when she attacks. So it seems these 4 Poes are the Poe sisters. So what you gotta do, for now, you just gotta dodge her attacks. I was gonna say it's attacked, but I guess since they're Poe sisters, they have a gender. After that, shoot him with an arrow. You can also use your sword, but I think arrows do more damage. Don't quote me on that, though, because I'm not 100% sure. But basically, if they're invisible, or if they're spinning the torch around, you can't do anything to them. How many hits do you take? I'm gonna guess 4 arrows. You're taking more than I thought you would. No, you're taking more than that. God dang it. Please let this be the last arrow then. Alright, 5 arrows. You dropped a ton of arrows. Thank you very much. Makes a treasure chest appear, and you do actually need to take down all of the Poe siblings, so don't think you can just skip out on them. You actually do need to kill all of them But this one in particular, because you get a small key. That's gonna be handy coming up. I didn't get that small key because I didn't take it on the Post Sister, because I didn't know you could do that with trying to reveal them in the first place. And they thought that puzzle was so great. They really, really liked that puzzle. By they, I mean the developers. How do I know that? Well, that same puzzle is right here. We really have the exact same puzzle. No changes at all. Don't worry, the next two are not going to be the exact same. They're going to actually have a bit more of a gimmick to them. But here we have Beth, the second Post Sister. And I want to try something. I want to see if I can kill him a lot faster if I just jump attack him. Because theoretically, the jump attack should do double damage compared with the regular sword slash. So I guess we'll find out. Now, if you could stop spinning, it could actually attack you. Okay, that's two. Come over here. Yeah, spin, spin. You should appear right about now. Yep, okay. 3 jump attacks does it as well. So, looks like I was wrong about the arrows. But, I mean, if you still want a ranged attack, they're still good, mind you. And we have another treasure chest. Gee, I wonder what it could contain. It gets us the compass. Alrighty, so now we have the compass. Now, we could keep moving forward, but there's a few things I want to do. First off, remember how I said back when we got Ferora's Wind that it's like, oh, it's the most useless spell ever? I'm actually going to use it right now. Alright, so we have that waiting for us. So it's going to wait right there. Even if we leave and come back, it's still going to be there. And you might be wondering like, why I did that specifically. It'll make sense in a little bit. Because we do need to form a shortcut for ourselves. So, now that we've done that, I actually never did this before. Because normally I did it for what we're doing. Once we're done with it, I would save and restart, which would make sense why I do that in a bit. Let's head on back a few rooms. Back to this room. First off, there's a treasure chest in here, and you might remember there was an eye switch that we couldn't do anything about. Now, we should be able to do something. I could actually figure out where I'm going. Okay, can I just drop down here? Okay, I gotta get over there. Okay, gotcha. So that would be probably this way. Yep, here we are. Shoot the eye switch. I said before this one really wasn't important at all. Why is that? It just gives you arrows. So if you don't want to go for that treasure chest, you do not need to. Do not worry. But I might as well show what every treasure chest contains. Plus it makes the map feel a bit more complete knowing that I've opened every treasure chest in the dungeon. So, let's just move on up. And remember how there's an ice switch here as well? Well, now we're actually going to do something about it. That's going to straighten out this hallway. No longer twisted. But what exactly does that get us? Well, this treasure chest, we can claim it, but it looks different. No, Wallmaster, not today. Thought I was gonna wait too long and let the Wallmaster claim me? Nope. We get the boss key. Now that we're in the future, we gotta worry about boss keys. So, get ready for that. Oh, Mother of the Irish. Why'd you have to climb there of all times, Link? Why? Why? Oh my god, Link. Sometimes I wonder why I have to control you as a video game character. Well, that's what happens when you get grabbed by a Wallmaster or Floor Master or whatever. God dang it. Well, I guess it's okay because we're about at the end of this episode. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're gonna be going to where that friggin' Wallmaster or Floor Master, I think it's a Floor Master. We're gonna going to where that thing prevented us from going. See you guys then. Hopefully next episode I won't be bitter about that.